How do you even start trying to explain it?
Well, it's obviously, I think they started the first two qualifiers in this kind of little 10-day stretch. They started it well. The attitude is okay. The body language is okay. They kept the rhythm high. And so they created enough chances, but they were not clinical at all, especially already in the last game against Romania. They had 5, 6, 7, 100% chances. They put only one in. So that was criticized. Now today, having that big blow with North Macedonia is in a certain way not acceptable, but it's just it happened, you know. So there's a lot of work on the inside of the team coming up, you know, especially in the preparation to the Euros. The quality, they have the quality, but quality is not enough. You need to have this determination. You need to have this way to grind things out, this aggressiveness. And this was today, in some situations, you could see that, okay, if we miss that chance, we're going to use the next chance. So you take things a little bit too easy, and then you get punished. And you've got to give North Macedonia a real compliment. They punished them, and they deserved to win.
Tell you what, Jurgen, the Germans will be happy there were no fans in the stadium.
Yeah, I mean, they would have booed you off the field. You know, there's no doubt about it. Imagine, you know, a World Cup qualifier in front of 60 or 80,000 fans and at home, and you lose against North Macedonia. For a powerhouse like Germany, it's similar to, obviously, to England or Italy, or Spain. You know, when something happens like that, you know, the people will let you know that. But I bet you there's no player tomorrow going in Germany to the baker or the butcher to get his bread or his meat, because they will hear it in all ways. So you better kind of hide at home for a couple of days before you go out again.
Yeah, you wouldn't trust anything they would give you. It's a shock. It's horrible. Alessandro, just overall, you've obviously experienced the highs with Italy, but there must have been lows as well. What's that like for a player to have everybody criticising you, everyone having an opinion about where it went wrong?
Well, I mean, you lose your comfort zone, let's say like this, because I believe that Jurgen explained perfectly everything that happened in the game and the mentality of German people and the German team, including congratulations to the North Macedonia, because they made it. They deserve to win. They faced the game in the proper way. But on the other side, you know, it's very disappointing what's happened, and you lose the momentum. For some reason, you play a lot of games, and I believe that is an issue. A lot of games that you need to put all your mentality and concentration 100% on top, because this is what can happen. If you lose a little bit of that, you're going to lose the game. And this important game put a lot of more pressure on the Germany team for the qualification of the World Cup. But let's say that in the group stage, you can make a mistake. Now they have to be perfect.
Alessandro, just taking it to a personal level, like Jurgen's saying, even going out and going to the supermarket, buying things, you want to avoid doing that because of the criticism that you're going to feel. How conscious are you of that criticism as a player?
Yeah, fully conscious about what happened. From the moment that the referee whistled the final whistle, I mean, you are... all the bad thoughts come in your mind, and you know, and you start to say, "Oh wow, now what is going to happen? I mean, and how can I deal with that? How can I move forward?" And you need some time. So stay home. It's also good to stay, you know, in your mood and recruit all your energy in order to come back on the field a little bit more angry and more. Angry for the result, you know, angry for the details, angry for something that you may miss, even not on purpose, but you know, you miss it, and somebody did it better than you, and they took out the result. So mentally, the players already know that something is wrong, and they need to do something better.
Yeah, on that mental point, Alessandro, how is this going to affect them? Say short term, European Championships this summer. If, for example, you go a goal down early, how much do these sort of results, the thrashing as well against Spain, how does that affect the character of the team in these big games?
Well, it depends. It depends how you want to deal with them. The thing is, if you use these big losses or these criticisms as an inspiration to say to the people, to say to everybody, okay, talk bad about what happened. Now I show you what's gonna happen if I'm full concentrate, what I can do. And we in Italy, we know very well about that, because this is exactly what happened before 2006 when we won the World Cup, that we were in a complete crisis in every aspect of the soccer world. And it happened also in 1982 when Italy won that World Cup with another criticism situation. So it's the way that you deal with that make the difference. Now you can't do nothing. I mean, now it happened. So move forward in a proper way is the key for everybody, in this case for Germany, how you react on that.
Jurgen, has this team got the character to bounce back? That's the big question, I suppose, now looking forward.
Yeah, I totally believe they have the character, and they also, as Alessandro said, they will be angry now. They are disappointed, and they want to correct that mistake that they did today, and it was a big mistake. But it's also a learning curve now going into the European Championship, because it's the question now is, okay, who's going to be the leaders of that pack, going into the Euros? Obviously, Manuel Neuer was not on the field today. Ter Stegen got his game. He did fine. But obviously, when you have a disappointment like that, you always look at certain players, okay, who have the body language now to influence that locker room and influence the entire chemistry of the team going forward. And this will be a very interesting discussion to have going into the European Championship, and see, are they coming new leaders out of this, out of this path, out of this time span over the last year with the big disappointment against Spain and today, and who's going to be the face of this team? Because obviously, when the European Championship kicks off, then you need to have a lot of character, you need to have a lot of confidence and leadership on the field. And this is going to be the interesting discussion now to have.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.